Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and as we continue our coverage of what comes in the new patch, that's going to actually include two new weapons, being the Bearing BR2 shotgun and the Bearing GP33 MOD, which is also a grenade launcher. Now both of these are available for a few thousand credits, and as expected, the grenade launcher has more expensive ammunition, being a clip of 6 equaling about 600 credits spent in game. So what do we know about these? First, let's just go ahead and look at the descriptions of each. The Bearing BR2 shotgun was, quote-unquote, originally designed for the military. Bearing decided to sell the BR2 ballistic shotgun to the general public after the initial weapon testers kept requesting to take one home. Featuring a semi-auto fire mode that can rapidly deliver devastating stopping power, the BR2 is the ideal choice for both offensive and defensive operations. You have the options for optics, barrel, and underbarrel attachment. That to me means that you have a choice of scope. You can use a compressor or a silencer, though I haven't checked each of those yet, and maybe a flashlight or a laser. With a laser probably being more logical with the shotgun, so you have a little bit better accuracy when you hip fire. Now, as far as the launcher is concerned, the description reads, the GP33 has enemies scattering or splattering when you turn the GP33 in their direction. This military grenade launcher fires 40mm grenades to clear rooms and flush out enemies behind cover. Now, those that don't immediately flee will feel the pain, as Bearing's precision design also includes a feature that primes each grenade to explode on impact. As far as attachment points go, you have an optic and an underbarrel, so a scope and a flashlight or a laser. So, now that we have descriptions out of the way, where can you end up buying these? Honestly, I don't have all the locations right now, and I know that there are some R&Rs that will sell you some of these, or the ammo, or maybe one or each of these. But if you want to get both, Grimhex will sell you both of the guns and both of the ammunition, so that's kind of your one-stop shop. If you're just after the BR2 shotgun, then PO is the location that's easiest to get those. Again, I've seen the ammo scattered about, but I've also heard that you can get the grenade launcher at Levski, but I haven't validated that myself, so if you happen to be out there anyways, check it out and post in the comments and let everybody else know below. Now, both of these weapons actually have a similar look. You know, they both have that kind of drum-style magazine, with the full ammo on the BR2 being 12 rounds and the GP33 having a max ammo of 6 grenades. The fire rate is pretty slow on both, but what is weird is hearing that the BR2 shotgun has a semi-automatic fire mode, but if you watch the actual animation when it fires, it appears to be a pump-action shotgun. So either I missed something, or it had glitches that didn't change the fire mode, or it really is a pump-action weapon. I don't know what's happening there, but there's something strange happening with the gun. The time between rounds for the launcher is approximately 2 to 3 seconds, so you can't necessarily spam it, but considering the area of damage, which I plan to do more testing on in the future, it does have a pretty decent rate of fire. Now, when you're talking about a lob weapon in the launcher and a shotgun, range is going to be pretty poor on both of these. So it's better suited to things like bunker missions or security port Korea missions than it is for engaging targets on an open battlefield. Now, I will say that while both of these are formidable weapons, they are significantly less well-rounded than something like an SMG or a battle rifle. So I tested these out on a security post Korea mission, basically when the infiltration mission, and having both close-range weapons was incredibly effective. Now, I would actually say that these two weapons would be very capable on bunker missions as well, with the launcher being more than capable in that setting. Now, the trick with the GP33 is that it does fire on a lob, and if you don't account for that, you can end up clipping the edge of a windowsill, and like I did, which basically sent me on my ass in medium armor, and I had to use a medi-pen to prevent myself from dying, which means that you likely need to be careful of how it is used. That also kind of indicates, I think, the level of damage that it can do. You know, a direct hit's probably going to kill just about anybody, but, you know, you're likely not going to take out somebody in medium or heavy armor with just a close shot. Now, you may hurt them a lot, but they may not die. The launcher also seems to be more suited to being a front-line, clear people out type of situation. So I kind of think it likely shines on a bunker mission paired with a heavy armor guy, giving that alpha strike of FPS, kind of distracting others while your other players kind of go in and your lighter troops to get into position. That being said, it's basically an insta-kill on all the NPC. But what that means to players in heavy armor, I haven't seen yet. Again, I'm going to be testing, though I think my impression is that it is going to be damn close to making a kill regardless of the armor. But we will test it in a later video for you guys. If you're a good shot and at close range, the target is far enough so you're not taking damage. I mean, it's expensive, but it's good. I mean, you go through one of these missions, right? Costs you 600 rounds of ammo to kill 6 people. Chances are you're going to miss one shot. Evict illegal occupants is 8 people, so it's 1,200 credits in ammunition to earn the 7,000 for, and evict illegal occupants. So it doesn't necessarily have that same ROI that you would have on something else, but it's a noob tube. It's fun. It kind of gets the job done. It just is what it is. And my biggest question about the gun is that it is a noob tube, so it's a kind of OP by design. So why introduce it here? It seems kind of unnecessary and overpowered. And while there are situations where I think it would be easy to counter, it would just be, would it just be the same? You wouldn't bring this gun out? So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about why this gun is in the game. I understand that it's probably something the military would have anyway, so maybe it makes sense from a lore perspective. But I think this has the potential to be a very big disruptor in FPS combat, and we need to kind of see how things balance out. The good news is that Star Citizen is big. We don't have a lot of close range, or we don't have a lot of big engagements at this point. So when you're in just like bunker missions and small stations, like it's going to be very, very overpowered. But when you talk about like open battles, it's not going to be as effective. So we'll have to see. I'm not overreacting yet, but I'm monitoring how it is doing. Now, as far as the BR2, it's good as well. I don't know, I'd say if it's actually any better than like the Devastator or the Ravager, but it competes at close range. At point blank or close, it does kill effectively, but once a target is 10 meters away or so, it's kind of a poor choice. It's on the same page as the other Shotties, where you don't need to get in too close to get your kills. Otherwise, you need an SMG or a rifle to do the job. Overall, I appreciate the way it performs, though it is weird to hear that this thing's a semi-auto shotgun, but the animation has you pumping the stock, so I don't really know how to quantify what this gun really is. Now, it's mean at close range. It does a good job, but I don't think it really outperforms the others, as in the lore, advertisement would suggest it. I think it's a good gun when you use it at the right time, but it's a shotgun. They're all basically the same. So I'll continue doing the combat testing for both of these and let you know my findings, but the initial stance is that the launcher is OP in the situations you would use it, but I haven't really tried it in the outside of the box situations yet, like something like against a Cyclone or a Dragonfly. The shotgun is good, but nothing special as far as I can tell, so as we get more data and as I use them more, I'll give you more feedback, but until then, that's kind of where we stand. Appreciate y'all watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care.